So today we're doing a deep dive into a really specific piece of kit. It's the Thor Broadcast F-2V4A-1D-TxRx kit.
Yeah, and on the surface, it might sound a bit niche, but it actually solves a really fundamental
A
problem.
huge problem, right? How do you move older analog signals, we're talking video, audio, even controlled data, over these massive modern distances?
And the answer, of course, is fiber optics.
Okay, so let's unpack that. If you're using traditional copper wire for something like composite video, you hit a wall at what, maybe 100 feet?
If you're lucky, the signal just falls apart. This kit is basically a plug-and-play solution that it lasts at that
It's
limit.
a bridge.
It is a crucial bridge. It takes that analog baseband video, CVBS, and handles NTSC, PAL, all the standards, and gets it ready for a long-haul digital trip.
So let's talk about what it's actually handling. It's a transmitter and receiver pair, and it's taking in two CVBS video channels.
Right, 2 video feeds.
But the interesting part is, for those two video feeds, you get four unbalanced audio channels. Why so many? That feels like overkill for just, say, a security camera.
Well, that's because it's really targeting more specialized broadcast or high-end industrial setups.
Okay.
Think about it. You might need your main program, audio and stereo, an auxiliary track, and maybe 2 separate language feeds. It gives you that flexibility.
And the quality of that conversion must be key. This isn't just about distance, it's about keeping the signal clean.
Precisely. That's the whole game. The input is analog, sure, but the unit uses 10-bit digitally encoded video
Broadcast quality.
and 24-bit digitized audio. The signal-to-noise ratio is over 80 dB. So what you get 20 kilometers away is, for all intents and purposes, identical to what you plugged in.
So we have a pristine audio-video stream going over fiber. That covers getting the signal from the source. But what about getting commands to the source?
And that's the other half of the equation.
I noticed it has a reversed RS-485 serial data line.
And that's for control. It is absolutely essential for remote operations. The RS-485 interface lets the control room, the head end, send commands back.
So you could control a PTZ camera, for instance.
Exactly. Pan, tilt, zoom. You can adjust the camera from the receiving location while you're watching the live feed. It's a true bidirectional link.
And now for the part that really got me. The distance.
Yeah, this is the magic of fiber optics.
The base unit can do 20 kilometers on a single mode fiber. 20.
Which is already an incredible leap, but it can go even further.
Some models can push that up to 120 kilometers. That is just, it's hard to even picture.
To put that in perspective, that's like running a full broadcast feed from Washington, D.C., all the way to Baltimore over a single strand of glass.
And this isn't fragile lab-grade stuff either. The specs, the mean time between failures, the operating temperature, this is built to be stuck in a box on a pole somewhere.
Right. It's hardened for remote towers, industrial sites, places that are not climate-controlled server rooms.
You mentioned broadcast, and there was one more feature that really stood out. The timing support.
Yes.
Yes.
The tri-level sync pulse capability. That is a critical professional feature.
So what does that let you do,
Right.
in simple terms?
It lets you keep everything perfectly synchronized. In a studio, every camera and every device has to be locked to a master clock. This unit lets you send that timing signal, like a CBBS black, burst down the same fiber to your remote gear.
So everything stays perfectly in time no matter how far apart the devices are.
Perfectly.
So to pull this all together, we've looked at how a single kit can harmonize 2 analog video feeds, 4 high-quality audio feeds, and that critical control data.
And push it all flawlessly across tens of kilometers of fiber?
It really shows that these, legacy systems are far from obsolete.
Not at all. When you combine them with the power of fiber, they're more capable than ever. The technology is there to ensure they keep running reliably for years.
So here's a final thought for you to explore. By letting an analog format like CVBS travel 120 kilometers and carry timing pulses, this kind of tech is quietly making our global broadcast and industrial infrastructure incredibly resilient. So what other seemingly outdated interfaces are still absolutely essential today, purely because of the fiber optic backbone they can now run on? That's something to think about.